Alright guys, looking at day 2 of solving rational equations. We'll start with number 1. Number 1, we've got x minus 2 over x minus 3 minus, now we can look at this and we can see that that reduces to 1, right? Say numerator and denominator. So we can say that this is x minus 2 over x minus 3 minus 1 equals 5 over 8. Alright, let's move the 1 to the other side. So we're going to add 1. Okay, so I'm going to bring it up here so we have more room. Okay, so x minus 2 over x minus 3 equals 5/8, and we're going to add 1, so plus 8/8, so we're going to get 13/8. Now, I can get rid of my denominator. I can multiply by x minus 3 over here and x minus 3 over here. Those cancel out, and we get x minus 2 equals 13x minus 39 over 8. Now what we want to do is we want to get rid of our 8. We want to get rid of our denominator, so we're going to multiply by 8 on this side and 8 on this side. So we get 8x minus 16 equals 13x minus 39. Now all we're going to do is we're going to solve for x, right? So we're going to subtract 8x over here. We get 5x. We're going to add 39 here. 39 minus 16 is going to give me 23. So 23 equals 5x. So x equals 23 over 5, right? And your domain restriction, okay, x cannot be 3, and x cannot be negative 2. Then at number 2, okay, number 2, we need to find a greatest common denominator. Alright, so what we're going to do is, the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to move this 3/4 to that side. So this is going to become, I'm going to write up here, this is going to become x minus 1 over x minus 3 plus x plus 2 over x plus 3, and then minus 3 over 4. Alright, so the common denominator is going to be 4 times x plus 3 times x minus 3. Alright, so now, we got a lot of work to do. Alright, so this is going to become x minus 1, and we need to multiply it by 4 and x plus 3. Okay, because what this needs is this needs 4x plus 3. So x plus 3. And it's going to be plus, this is going to be multiplied by 4, x plus 2, and then x minus 3. This is going to be multiplied by x minus 1 and x plus 3. No, sorry, x minus 3 and x plus 3. It already has the 4, so all it needs is the two denominators. And that's over 4 times x minus 3, x plus 3. Alright, so now in my numerator, I'm going to FOIL this out, so this is going to give me x squared. A positive 3x and negative x is going to give me a positive 2x, and then minus 3. And that's multiplied by 4. This is going to give me x squared minus x minus 6. This is going to give me x squared minus 9. So we got that puppy right there. Alright, now what we want to do is we want to combine like terms. Well, actually, sorry, we're not done yet. This is times 4. Alright, so now what we've got is we've got 4x squared plus 8x minus 12 plus 4x squared minus 4x minus 24 minus x squared plus 9. And that's all over 4x minus 3, x plus 3. Okay, I've got negative x squared, and I got positive 9, because that's a negative negative. Positive 9. Okay, so now we're there. Now we're going to combine like terms. Okay, when we combine like terms, I see a 4x squared, I see a 4x squared, I see a negative x squared. Equals, when I set this equal to 0, I get negative 1 over 5. Set this equal to 0, I get positive 5. So negative 1/5 and positive 5. Again, always check me for extraneous solutions. Look at number 4. Number 4, easy. All we got to do is multiply this by that and this by that. So I'm going to multiply this by 1 minus x to find our common denominator. We're going to multiply this by 3 minus x to find our common denominator. Alright, so this becomes 4 minus x times 3 minus x. And let's go ahead and move that to that side. So minus 12, 1 minus x over 1 minus x, 3 minus x. This is a 3 minus an x. Alright, so we can multiply this out. This becomes 12 minus 4x minus 3x plus x squared minus, this becomes 12 minus 12x, so minus 12 plus 12x, and again that's all over 1 minus x, 3 minus x. Now it's combined like terms, so we get x squared. We got 12x and a negative 4x is a positive 8x, and a negative 3x is a positive 5x. So x squared plus 5x, and then my 12's cancel out. It's over 1 minus x, 3 minus x. Now we can factor this. This becomes x plus 5. So my two factors are 0 and negative 5. Look at number 5. Okay, number 5, we want to find our common denominator. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to move this to that side. So the denominator is going to be 2, y minus 3, y minus 4. So this needs a 2, y minus 4. So we've got 7 times 2. I'm going to go ahead and put 14. And we need to multiply by y minus 4. And we got minus. This already has the 2, so we need the y minus 3, y minus 4. And then minus, I'm going to move that to that side. So minus, this needs the 2. So 2, y minus 2, and it also needs the y minus 3. And then my common denominator is 2, y minus 3, y minus 4. Alright, so we've got 14y minus 56. I'm going to run out of room in a hurry. Okay, so this goes right here. 14y minus 56. And then I've got y squared minus 7y plus 12. Okay, now it's minus that, so minus y squared, positive 7y, and then minus 12. This becomes y squared minus 5y plus 6, and again it's minus that, so minus, 2y squared minus 10y plus 12, because we multiply by 2 here. So minus 2y squared, and then positive 10y, and then negative 12. Alright, now again that's all over 2, y minus 3, y minus 4. Now let's cancel out what we can. Let's combine like terms. So we've got a negative y squared, we've got a negative 2y, so it's going to give me negative 3y squared. I've got a 14y, 7y is 21y, 31y. I've got a 56, a 12, and a 12. Negative 80. And that's all over 2, y minus 3, y minus 5. So factors of 3 times 180. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now that the asterisk method is going to be 3 and 3, so the factor is going to be negative 16 and negative 15. That combine to give me a positive 31, or negative 31, excuse me, when I factor out the negative. Alright, so this reduces into 1 over negative 5, so it becomes 3x minus 16 equals 0, and x minus 5 equals 0. So my answers are x equals 5 and positive 16 over 3. Again, check me for extraneous solutions. Alright, looking at number 6. Okay, what we want to do is we want to find our common denominator. So I'm going to go ahead and make this n plus 1. So let's go ahead and rewrite this. So let's move this to that side. Okay, so we'll get all on the same side. So this is going to become negative n plus 5, n plus 8. And we're going to get plus, right, I moved it to this side. So I'm going to make this n plus 1 over n plus 1. And then plus 6 over n plus 1. So the common denominator is going to be n plus 1 times n plus 8. Okay, so this is going to be negative n plus 5, n plus 1, plus n plus 1, n plus 8, and then plus 6, n plus 8. over my common denominator of n plus 1, n plus 8. So this becomes n squared plus 6n plus 5. This becomes n squared plus 9n plus 8. This becomes 6n plus 48. So we got the negative of this, so negative n squared plus, minus 6n minus 5 plus n squared plus 9n plus 8 plus 6n plus 48. And again, it's all over n plus 1, n plus 8. Alright, so when I combine like terms here, I get 9n plus 50. And then it's all over n plus 8, n plus 1. We can factor out a GCF here. Factor our GCF here. Or sorry, it just said equal to 0. So if 5n plus 50 equals 0, so it's going to be about 5.5-ish. So n equals negative 5.5. Alright, looking at the last one, here it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and move it to that side. So I got 3 over r plus 3 over r plus 4 minus 2. Alright, so let's make it 2r over r. So this is the common denominator. So now we need to multiply this by r plus 4, this by r, this by r plus 4. So this becomes 3r plus 4 plus 3r minus, 2r r plus 4 over r plus 4. So I multiply this by r plus 4 to get the common denominator. I multiply this by r to get the common denominator. I multiply this by r plus 4 to get the common denominator. So distribute, that becomes 3r plus 12 plus 3r minus 2r squared minus 8r over r plus 4. Alright, let's combine like terms. So we get negative 2r squared. We get minus 2r plus 12 over r plus 4. Now we can notice that there's a common denominator, greatest common factor here, so let's factor out a negative 2. It becomes r squared plus r minus 6 over r plus 4. So we can factor that into r plus 3. So negative 2, r plus 3, r minus 2 over r plus 4. So my answers are r plus 3 equals 0 and r minus 2 equals 0. So r equals negative 3 and 2.